Hi YouTube, please give me a moment while I connect Facebook. We'll be getting started shortly. And I think we should be live on Facebook. Hi everybody, welcome to our weekly broadcast. I'm Sami, Director of Education at T3 Live. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the long weekend. Before we start, as always, a standard required disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss in this video is for educational purposes only. If you're new to our channel, please be sure to download the free ebook. Link for that is in the description. But without further ado, let's turn to the charts and get started. If you find benefit in today's video, please be sure to hit the like button. And let us know if you have any questions. Leave a comment or send us an email, info@t3live.com. info@t3live.com. Guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. 1 second. Just gonna close the window. And I am back. We have a bike rally around the lake where I live this weekend, and I forgot to close the window before I started the video. All right. So here we go. We have the SPY on a pullback. We have the Qs on a pullback. The question is, when do we know that we've bottomed? It's on the Qs. We still have room to the 200 MA. I think that's where we're headed to. On the SPY, we're already, and the IWM, we're already there. So if you look at the SPY, we're already there. So it's not really that easy to tell if we've bottomed or not. The market could easily, tomorrow, just do this. Okay, so wait for it. Here it is. We could just easily put in a green bar and then basically trigger a buy setup on the daily chart. So I don't know if we're going to be pulling in more. It's not that easy to say, really, because the SPY and the IWM have already made it to the 20 MA on the daily chart. The Qs still has some ways to go, and if you look at the Qs hourly chart, we've put in a really big rounded bottom top. So in theory, at least, we should be dropping more. You see this big rounded top, and so in theory, we should at least get to the support level, like to maybe to here, to 490 or to somewhere there. Take a look at the chart here. That's 492. You know, we should, in theory, at least, get down to 490. Something, okay, 492, 493, 490. So that's the Nasdaq. The SPY and the IWM, like I said, they've already made it to the target area. So I'm not quite sure if the market is still lower, or if as soon as we get a green bar, if it might be already time to get long again. For now, I'm gonna stay kind of mildly bearish on the market, at least short-term bearish, until we get a buy setup on the daily chart to form. Until then, I think the bias should be bearish because we are in a downtrend on the hourly chart, okay? So that's kind of my take on the market. In terms of the swing ideas that I got lined up for tomorrow, and I just deleted 2 of them. Thank you very much. It was the, let me look at my entire watch list. I think it was the AAP and the ASPN is what I deleted by mistake here. I have the entire watch list in the video description. We got the AAP, had a really strong gap. Look, notice how the 200 MA on the daily chart kept it from falling, so to speak. It retested it and got bought. And now we have a daily 1, 2, 3. So a long above the bar's high, basically a stop down here. It's a big stop initially, but it looks good even long term on the AAP. It's taken out all that resistance. All of this is already gone. I think it is. And then above it, we should get to probably this area right here between the bottom of the range to about $60 some. Okay, so that area would be the target area on the AAP. The ASPN looks a little bit different, looks very different. It's actually a transition A on the daily chart. We need to clear Friday's high, which was 670, and the stop goes under 543. Alternate stop would be under 594. That would give you a tighter stop, but also a weaker stop. So it could easily get stopped out. So I like it long over 670, stop under 540, and then I would target about $9 to $10, somewhere up here, okay? On the ASPN, the BCRX, super bullish. like it higher over this bar's high, over Thursday's high, I guess, or Friday's high. Yeah, Friday's high, which is 10.59, so call it 10.60 with a stop under 9.59. On the BCRX, the EMR is a daily buy setup, looks nice. This is kind of what the market is doing, at least on the SPY. So this is why I said any day the bias could change. If we just put in a big green bar like this and take out the prior bar's high, then it's a daily buy setup. That's why I said I wasn't too sure about the market. At any rate, the EMR long over 118.52 with a stop under 114.83. So 118.52 by 114.83. It's a big stop, but it's a pretty pattern. Actually reminds me of the, I think FCX. Yeah, FCX is another big buy setup like this, big wide range bar. That's not bad. The SSRM is a gold stock and it is really, really bullish. We're in the ASM from last week. I went over it last week, the 1, 2, 3 on the daily chart of ASM. So that's silver, I think. 1, 2, 3 last week, triggered, and it's been doing pretty well. Now the SSRM, lovely daily chart, but it's not a tight stop. So long over the highs, whatever the highest point is, stop, I would say, under the pivot. So again, it's not a tight stop, but definitely looks higher to me. The URGN looks urgent, looks interesting as a long over Friday's high, which would be 423, call it 425. Stop under 370 and target about $6. So URGN over 425 by 370 and target about $6. And then VSTM, I wouldn't do it tomorrow, but it's one of the highlighted items for tonight because of how good it looks on the larger time frame. So that's the monthly chart of VSTM. So I just need to get a narrow range bar, and then it would have a 1, 2, 3 on the daily chart. That's the weekly. So it looks pretty good. We just need to get a bar like this or a bar like that we got on the ASM last Friday. See this? And then a 1, 2, 3. So watching the VSTM, but as of right now, it doesn't have a good entry. Shorts, we got the AKAM. It definitely looks lower. Is it really pretty? I don't think so. I don't think it has a tight stop. Looking at the hourly chart, doesn't have a tight stop. Stop up here, 79. The ARDX is a daily sell setup, short under the green bar's low, which is 386. Stop, not sure. I mean, the tightest would be just over Friday's high, probably 404. And not Friday's high, but Thursday's high. And then the wider stop would be more secure, would be safer, but a bigger stop, which means less shares. So short, stop, or stop, and then target the prior low. On the ARDX, excuse me, CODI, beautiful, but only if it triggers. Only if it can take out Thursday's low, super tight stop. So I like it, but only if it takes out Thursday's low. And maybe target 1, the prior low right here. It's not a big target, but it should make 2 to 1. Should make about at least 2 to 1. 3D triggered on Friday, I think, but it hasn't gone anywhere. So I still like it lower, under $1.58 with a stop over $1.77. Can use a tighter stop also of $1.66, but safer would be $1.77. And then again, short under 158. And lastly, the GLOB has a beautiful rounded top on the hourly chart. So short, and the problem is if you use the big stop, then you lose the reward to risk. If you use the tight stop, you could easily get stopped out. So here's the tighter stop. This is another stop over the green bar, or the wider stop, the safest stop, nets you, I mean, it's not going to make much money. So otherwise, I love that hourly chart. It's a beautiful rounded top, very similar to the top we saw on the top we're seeing on the Qs. You see it? Nice rounded top. And that's the watch list for tomorrow. I scan every day and I generate a new watch list every day, but I do this video only once a week. So I hope you take advantage. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find benefit from it. And I hope you make money from it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.